We outside, we inside. We're at a brewery. Ooh. Hey, come back to me. Welcome in to the PHNX Daily Bet Show. Brought to you by the one, the only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave us a 5-star review. I'm Shane Diefenbach, joined by Sean DePaz, fresh off the plane.
Fresh off the plane.
Upstate.
Hopped off the jet.
And why?
Came straight here. Actually, it was a PJ, you know.
Yeah. You know the vibes. You know you can get a private to Vegas for like $300.
Yeah, I mean, technically all jets are private because they're run by private companies. So I was on a privately owned aircraft.
Would you fly Spirit?
Frontier. Yeah, same thing. I had to pay about as much as I did for the tickets that I did to check a bag, but you know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Again, you know the vibes. Sean, how's your trip?
TV. It was all right. Buffalo is a very beautiful place this time of year. There's amazing food there. Not as good as food here. I did go to a brewery in Buffalo. It was all right. It wasn't 4-piece, but it was all right. Otherwise it was good. It was a good trip. Good to see my family. All that fun stuff.
That's good. Any betting when you were down there?
I did. I bet on Monday Night Football. Did not go well because I did not expect.
Is betting legal in New York now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It got legalized after I moved here.
Because I know there was a point where you'd have to drive into like a parking lot in New Jersey if you wanted to bet.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. I did bet on Monday Night Football. Had Ramondre Stevenson anytime touchdown score, cashed. Had Bears plus 8.5, cashed, but it was parlayed with under 40, and the Bears offense went sicko mode on the Patriots, and I didn't win my money, but it is what it is. So
I'm sure the people that regularly listen or watch the show know this already, but I had a 10-legger or a 6-legger that of a teaser that all I needed was the Patriots -2. Talked about the heartbreak that was that game. But let's break down a lesson on what to do if you're in this situation. If you're feeling a little less confident, the spread was a lofty 8 points. So you should feel confident, but in a primetime game, it's still. And you're getting a quarterback like Mac Jones who's coming in. You don't know who's going to play. The right pick was probably Bears plus 8. And I realized that getting closer to the game. So if you want to hedge and you don't know what hedging is, here's basically what you got to do. So find out, especially if it's a teaser. If it's a teaser, you're in a good spot because then you can get an alternate spread that's less. So I had Patriots -2. The only thing that could kill me is Bears to lose by 2 or more points or less points. So what I did was I went and took the Bears alternate -1.5, but I got it live, so it wasn't as good money. What you do is before the game, you take Bears -2. So either way, you're going to win something, and you bet it to where you would win up to half of what you will win. And if you don't have enough money to do that, you can just bet on what you bet on the teaser. So I bet $25 on the teaser, so I hedged. I won $60 total. But I lost what would have been $250. So if you want to hedge, look more into that. If you have any questions, and you remember, join us in the Discord. Let me know. We had a lot to get to today. There's so much going on. We're at Four Peaks every last Wednesday of each month. So make sure to hang out with us. Fueled by Hertz Donuts.
Yes,
as
fueled
always.
by Hertz Donuts.
Max is the GOAT for helping us out with that.
Well, wouldn't Hertz Donuts be the GOAT?
Well, Hertz Donuts is the GOAT. Max is the GOAT herder.
Yes,
Herter.
He is the shepherd.
Yeah, and the Spooky Halloween dozen. Spooky Donuts are fantastic. The Spooky Halloween dozen is now available. Visit their Tempe location. Tell them PHNX sent you, and our guy Blake will hook you up. Make sure to go do that. Hertz Donuts is fantastic. I'm on a little bit of a sugar high right now. I'm ready to go.
We had that. What we had? The frosted animal cracker.
Yeah, frosted animal cracker donut. Stupid. Dumb.
Crazy. Dumb.
Electric.
Dumb.
So the title of today's show is a potluck. We've got a lot of different sports to get to.
It's the holiday season. I feel like it's a very holiday thing.
So we're going to be talking NBA and NHL and even give you some college football preview as well. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about what the NBA has looked like at the start of the year. I'm getting a little fed up.
Same.
Load management. I want to die. Why are we doing this? We're 4 games in.
Yeah, I mean, I understand Kawhi.
Yeah.
I understand Kawhi.
Well, I understand Kawhi sitting out games. I don't understand him not playing until the second quarter. He had an entire preseason. He looked fine. Why don't we just play him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because it doesn't really. They're going to make the playoffs. Like, I don't think.
But do you remember what happened last year when they did that, and 2 years ago, and 3 years ago when they sat players at the end of the season and lost a couple spots?
Well, I mean, they didn't have Kawhi last year.
I know, but still.
And Paul George was hurt. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just feel like they're ramping him up into the full. We'll see. Meet me at the All-Star break, and if it's still acting like this, then I'll be a little more concerned.
And it's not just the Clippers. I mean, Kawhi's a different situation too because of his knee. Like, it was stiff, whatever. That's fine, but I just don't want to see it now. Also, prayers up to Zion. That was a scary fall that he took.
Yeah, it's so sad because this is not one of his injury is not one of those like, oh, this guy's just fragile injuries. That was just
he's just large.
He's just large, and he went up, and it came down even harder.
Yeah. Any favorites early? Any surprises?
I'm surprised that the Magic are 0-4. They're the most exciting 0-4 team in basketball. And then obviously we talked about the Sixers being, what are they right now?
They can't play. They're 1-3.
1-3.
They just got their first win. They started off losing their first 3 games, and they pride themselves on playing defense. They can't play any defense. Gave up over 110 points to the San Antonio Spurs.
Miami Heat also 1-3. It's funny when you look at the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings. You got the Pacers, Pistons, and Magic, which, okay, that makes sense. And then you also have the Sixers and Miami Heat.
Also, why is ESPN and TNT doing Also, Emma, can you stop switching that camera? I don't want to see Shawn anymore.
I do.
I
give the people what they want, Emma.
No.
I like switching the camera.
Yeah, give the people what they want.
If I don't get a camera, he doesn't get one.
I miss Shawn. Let him have his moment.
Yeah.
No. The NBA and TNT need to stop putting Jimmy Butler's picture on the screen with his extensions.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? He never even really did that. He never played in those.
No, he did not. But it was funny.
They were extensions, right? They were. It was never his actual hair. That's so bad.
It's because he just did it to. He literally said, "I did it to make people mad."
Oh, good.
So that's why I think it's funny. If he had did it, like, look how good I look, I'd be like, okay, you're a little weird, but I miss you too, Pugs and Hugs. He literally, when he did it, he was like, I just did it to make the internet mad.
I love it.
I was like, yeah,
I love it.
Jimmy.
Well, let's get into our picks for today's slate. Shawn, we'll start with you. What are your favorite games to bet on today?
All right. So, I'll start with the Nuggets minus. So I did have the Nuggets minus 5.5. They're just better than who were they playing? The Lakers. The Lakers are just terrible. Yeah. That's just a fact of the matter. The Lakers are not a good basketball team. I think the Nuggets roll in that. Sixers minus 2. We talked about it. They have not started the season the way they would like. The Raptors are a team that they should be able to beat on paper. So I like them to do that, minus 2. And then a little hockey action, Lightning minus 140 against the Anaheim Ducks, who are a very bad hockey team. The Lightning haven't been that good this year so far. Obviously, small sample size, so I stayed away from taking the puck line. But this is kind of a get-right game for them, so I like the money line. And then Islanders minus 1.5. I took plus money there because you can get the Rangers at plus money, but they played yesterday, long game, tough game against the Avalanche. They lost in a shootout. Today, I don't think they'll have Shesterkin playing. I think they'll probably go with Halak in between the pipes. The last time they did that, they lost. I just think that the Islanders win that game and then give me a little puck line Jesus, maybe an empty netter late in the game for them to cover the puck line.
Yeah, don't hate it. I also like 2 of those teams. We'll pull up my picks now. Love the Nuggets, minus 5.5. They got to get right. They haven't been playing well. This is definitely a game they can do. So no Russell Westbrook. Let's go. Going to be a little bit more challenge for the Nuggets because they don't have just a guy taking up space out there to defend. And then the Philly-Toronto game, I'm kind of staying away from the spread just because if Philly was home, I'd take them, but they're on the road. And Toronto likes to score. Philly doesn't like to play defense. So I'm taking the over of 212 in that game. And then you mentioned it, Lightning get-right game. The Ducks are a little feisty, but not a great team.
Yeah.
The Lightning are kind of trying things out. No Palat anymore, so that he's in New Jersey, right?
I honestly don't know.
He's somewhere weird. But yeah, the line last year that was dominating was Stamkos, Kucherov, and Palat. Now no Palat, so their first line, they took Stamkos out. He's been playing on the second line. Now Braden Point is playing on the first line with Kucherov and Brandon Hagel. Hopefully that line can get right, because if that line gets right, then they're going to start doing stuff, because it was that first line of the Tampa Bay Lightning last year that really took them to that next step. So they need that. I think this is the game they do it, and they cover that puck line. -1.5 at +170. Give me it. Inject it. Those are the things we like today, and we're doing that on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's the best place to bet on sports anywhere. In Arizona, because you can't just do it anywhere, or in upstate New York. So new customers can make any $5 bet on any NBA money line and get $200 if your team wins. You can also boost your winnings up to 100% with DraftKings Stepped Up Same Game Parlay. You know, I'm a big fan of that. Sean's a big fan of that. People are in Discord are a big fan of it. You can combine up to, you can combine as many legs as you want, but when you get up to 10, you get 100% of a boost. So you get a little gimmies here and there, take a money line, take it over or under, and all of a sudden you got 10 legs. And you're sweating at the end of the game, and Devin Booker can't get another rebound. God, that hurt. 40% probably boost last night did not come through. But DraftKings Sportsbook helps you out with that. It's simple. Download it today. Use that promo code PHNX. It's promo code PHNX. On the DraftKings Sportsbook app, minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for more details.
Palat is in New Jersey.
New Jersey, that's right. Yeah. There's some guys playing in different places that are kind of bothering me.
Up in Ottawa.
Goudreau in Columbus.
Kachuk in Florida.
Yeah.
It is very odd. It is an odd time in hockey. There's a lot happened in the offseason.
All right, prop-wise, Sean, what are we feeling?
Let's see here.
We tasty nuggies?
Feeling, some tasty nuggies. Paolo Banchero over 19.5 points. He's hit that in every game he's played. It's a small sample size, but I expect him to score at least 20 points. And then same for Trae Young. Trae Young is having based on his career, like a historically bad start to the year. He's shooting a lot, but not making them a lot. I think he is shooting just under 40% from the field and about 25% from three. If he starts making those at a clip that everyone knows he's capable of doing, I think he blows those points out of the water. At the time that I made this pick, I could not get Trae Young points plus assists. So if you can get that, I would be interested in that. I stayed away from the PRA because I'm just not too sure about his rebounds. And then Steven Stamkos, anytime goal scorer, and this is not just because he's on my fantasy team, although that did play a part in it. Like I said, I think this is a get-right game for the Lightning. And I feel like, it's Steven Stamkos. The Lightning go through him. He is kind of the moneymaker there. So I like him to get on the board at some point tonight.
Trae Young, 35.5 for points and assists right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Like it.
Don't hate it. All right, we'll get into my picks. All NBA for your boy, Pascal Siakam, Spicy P, over 23.5 points. Obviously, we said it. At home against the Sixers. Sixers don't like to play defense. They give up a lot of points to guards, and Spicy P is a tweener guy. More of a guard than a forward, I would say. His play style, obviously, he plays more 3 and 4, but over 23.5 points. Hammer that. Julius Randle, PRA, he's back. Dabbled on it the other day, didn't hit, and then I didn't dabble on it his last game, and he went sicko mode. So we're going back to the well. 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists at plus money. I love it so
Is
much.
this like a trifecta of your favorite players to bet on? Like some of your favorite players to bet on?
This year it might be. Spicy P was one last year. Julius Randle will always be one. DeMar DeRozan was also one last year. I'm still trying to figure out who. I really like Donovan Mitchell this year.
Yeah, I think Paolo Banchero is that guy.
Banchero might be a wagon. Who's another guy that I really like? Let's see. Who's one that I just took? There's a lot of good guys out there. But yeah, Julius Randle, they're at home against the Hornets. I think they put up a lot of points, but not enough to blow them out. That line is 7.5. I think it's too high. Maybe lean on the Hornets at plus 7.5. And then DeMar DeRozan, just an absolute bucket getter. Talk about giving up points to guards. The Pacers, oh my God. They've allowed over 115 points a game, I believe. Plus, Ben Matherin's a good one to pick. Yeah, Pugs and Hugs. Plus, they just score a lot. So I think this game's going to be high score, and the over-under is 234.5 points. Yeah. DeMar DeRozan's going to get at least 26 of those. Give me his over on points. The mid-range mastermind that is DeMar DeRozan. I had a friend in college. His last name was DeMar DeRozan. Swear to God.
His whole last name?
His whole last name, it was DAMR DeRozan.
That goes crazy.
And his first name was DeMar
DeRozan.
Isn't that unbelievable?
That does. Yeah, that is.
It's crazy. It blew my mind. I thought he was messing with me. Nuts. Absolute nutty. What are we sipping on today, Sean? What do you think? What are you feeling?
I think I might go a little pumpkin porter. We're getting to the end of the fall season, so I might be sipping on a little pumpkin porter.
Yeah, pumpkin porter always slaps. If you haven't had it yet, come down to Four Peaks or pick it up wherever you get your beer in Arizona. It is fantastic. They had a lot of Four Peaks at the State Fair when I went last week.
I believe it.
Yeah, definitely go ahead and check out Four Peaks 8th Street Pub in Tempe. Got drink specials all day, $3 wows and kilt lifters. When you say you're with PHNX, come out, hang out. The best place to drink some beer when fall weather.
And they're doing a little sale on Saturday.
Ooh,
a little sale on Saturday. Go to the Wilson Street Brewery. $15. You get a 24-pack of the fall variety pack.
Ooh.
And the first 50 people get an Oktoberfest shirt. So it's not the 4th Street Pub. It's the Wilson Street Brewery. Tap in, get some beer before it's gone, and maybe get a T-shirt if you get up early enough.
Wow. Love it. Love a fall variety. Anything. Not even just beer, just fall variety. Yes. What's your favorite fall variety item?
Other than the beer?
Yeah.
That's the obvious answer. I like
candles are great.
Candles. That's the right answer, I think. Candles.
Colors?
Yeah, well, yeah, colors.
Trees?
Yeah. I mean, we go to Buffalo, that's literally what it is. It's just
Buffalo's just fall variety weather?
Yeah, it is. Because it could be rainy and cold. It could be snowy. It could be perfect fall weather. And you could get some yellow leaves, some orange leaves, some red leaves, some brown leaves.
Wow.
All the vibes.
That's a variety.
All the fall vibes.
Speaking of vibes, college football vibes.
Yes, sir.
What do we think? This is a weird year.
It is a weird year.
A lot of parity.
A lot of parity. Still, the best are still the best, I would say. I'd say Georgia and Ohio State are still on a different level.
Yeah.
And, maybe Tennessee.
Yeah.
They might be back. They might be back.
Their offense is unbelievable. Yeah. Is Cuse going to win?
Win what?
Is Cuse going to win?
Against Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Or yes.
Okay.
I feel good about it. No, Syracuse is Notre Dame is not a good football
team. You talk about a rat line, though, man. That freaks me out.
It shouldn't. I just don't think Syracuse is getting any respect.
This is why it freaks me out. First of all, they're at home, and they're only favored by 2.5 points. Syracuse, who is superior.
And they collapsed
Far
in the
superior.
second half against Clemson. Can't deny that.
But that's not what scares me. What scares me is 39% of the bets are on Notre Dame, but 77% of the money. So a lot of big money is on Notre Dame.
Because when you look at it on paper, it's like Notre Dame's got to beat Syracuse in football, right? No.
But I don't know if it's the paper. I think it's just a
Syracuse was a few plays away from being a top 10 team and beating a top 5 team.
Uiagalelei, goodbye.
Yeah, they made DJ Uiagalelei look foolish. They got him pulled in the last game.
Is he going to start?
He has to, yeah. Because he came back into the game eventually.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. But they had the backup. By the way, the backup is a guy that is going to be the first quarterback off the board in his draft class. So I can't remember his last name.
Really?
Yeah. They have a very good guy coming up behind DJ Uiagalelei. Great name to say.
Talanoa Hufanga and DJ Uiagalelei.
Tua Tagovailoa. But yeah.
Let's see your picks.
Syracuse, I have a lot of faith in. So yeah, my picks, my college football picks, Syracuse -2.5. Duh. I think I don't. That game shouldn't be close. I don't think Syracuse should win that game by 2 possessions. I think maybe like a 10-point victory. But then again, it's Syracuse. The game is sold out. It's going to be an orange out in the Carrier Dome in the Loud House. So that's a game that Syracuse should win easy. Then Oregon -17.5 against California. Listen, I was wrong about it at the beginning of the year. I've come around on it, and I've said I think that Oregon is the best team in the Pac-12. I think Oregon's the best team in the Pac-12. Cal is not. They're not a very good team. They might be the worst team in the Pac-12, and that's including Colorado because they lost
17.5 points. A lot of points for Bad Bo Nix. Though.
Yeah, but I don't think we get Bad Bo Nix.
We've gotten good Bo Nix for 5 weeks in a row.
I think even Bad Bo Nix could cover this.
Okay.
Oregon is just on a different league.
Their running game is
offensive
crazy.
line. They'll just beat them to a pulp. I'm not worried about it. I think Oregon covers -17.5.
Love it. Well, let's throw out my picks. For this slate, K-State
did me so dirty this weekend.
Oh, I'm
did
sorry.
Me so dirty. I had a parlay with Syracuse covering. I forget who else it was, and K-State. And K-State was the only one that let me down.
Got kind of some gross games here. K-State. Yeah. This is the only really good one. K-State, Oklahoma State. K-State favored by what?
The second one. I didn't
just wait.
see that.
Just wait. -1.5. I love this. I think they cover by a lot more. I think they might win by double digits.
I like
just there's too many inconsistencies with Spencer Sanders for me to not think that K-State wins.
Yeah.
And then this game, Boston College at UConn.
Yeah.
Say it out loud. Boston College at UConn.
I don't want to.
Just say it.
Boston College at UConn.
Does that not just scream underball?
Yeah, no, it does.
Give me the under at 44.5.
UConn might score negative points in this game.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Give me the under at 44.5. This is one of my favorite picks. I'm not making my DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week, but I'm not going to because that's for Friday. I'm taking the under at 44 in that game. And then the fraudulent bowl, Cincinnati at USF. The two teams that love to go undefeated and then get smacked around or don't even make the college football.
Cincinnati did not get smacked around by
Yes,
playing Alabama standards. They did not. Michigan got smacked around in the college football playoff last year. Cincinnati was
Mommy, put me in the bowl. No.
They deserved it. They were better than Michigan. They performed better against than Michigan against a better team.
UCF money line. Hammer it. +100. Love it, love it, love it. Fuck Cincinnati.
No. They don't deserve that.
Yeah, they do.
Well, maybe the city does. I don't think the university does.
Skyline chili.
Skyline chili is pretty bad, but they put shredded cheese on it, and I like that.
You like shredded cheese?
That's
the only redeeming pick. Do you eat shredded cheese like this?
Of course, I will. If it's my own shredded cheese, I had
not your homie's shredded cheese.
Yeah, if it's somebody else's, I'm not going to. But I had a loaded baked potato soup from a Chili's to go at the Las Vegas airport. They give you a little bit of shredded cheese, pour it in there.
Did you have you had a layover?
I did have a layover in Las Vegas.
Did you play any slots?
No, I did not.
Did you want to?
I thought about it. I did check my wallet to see if I had any cash that I could just throw in there. I did not. So I didn't. The airport slots just does not seem like a path to
I do put $10 in the airport slots every time I go.
I don't blame you.
And if I go up, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a great weekend.
Yeah.
It never is.
It never is. Do you ever go up?
In Vegas total?
No, in Vegas, just airport.
Yeah.
Slots.
Yeah. I've gone up like $10-15 before, but nothing crazy. I did leave Vegas up money for the first time 2 years ago.
Hey, I'm 1-0 against Vegas. I went the one time that we went. I left up money.
I did not when we went. I'm going back in December.
The electric ponies.
I'm going back in December, and I'm coming for you, electric ponies. Just kidding. I'm going to play craps until 4 a.m. and scream my head off. Guys, it's been a pleasure. As always, we're right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel every Monday through Friday at noon, talking your or ours. Maybe it's yours too. Favorite picks and props for today, the future, whatever it is. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them in the chat when we go live or hang out with us in the Discord if you're a member. If you're not a member, go phnx.com. Definitely sign up. It's a great time. That's about all I got. Sean, anything else?
No.
Join us for the PHNX Sun Devils show live at 2 p.m. Got a lot to talk about. Craig Morgan will be on the show talking some ASU hockey. We'll talk about quarterback competition.
I don't know why we keep doing this.
It is a quarterback.
It's not a real competition.
It's a real competition. Emory Jones taking first team reps still. Make sure to come have the conversation with us. And then we'll talk about the Ray Anderson stuff that happened yesterday. I don't know when the rumors started. I don't think anybody does. I don't think it really matters. But make sure to join us. We'll talk about it live at 2 p.m. right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Shane D. You can follow Sean on Twitter at John_Depoz. Follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. And until next time, peace, love, and PRA, baby.